Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to discuss how to find complementary function for higher order linear differential equation. Now see here, the general form of higher order linear differential equation is a0 dny by dx raised to the power n plus a1 dn minus y by dx raised to the power n minus 1 plus a2 dn minus 2y by dx raised to the power n minus 2 plus and so on an into y is equals to v of x. Here v of x is a function of x. It is maybe in the form of polynomial or trigonometric function or e raised to the power some function of x, or maybe it is a constant. Here this coefficient a0, a1, a2 and so on an, these are the constant. This differential equation is a nth order differential equation if a0 is not equals to 0. That means this is a nth order linear differential equation. Here, now see here the power of this dny by dx raised to the power n is 1. So the degree of this term is 1. And here the second term whole power is again 1. So again degree is 1. In this way, if we can check the term wise degree, then each term contains degree 1. That's why we call this is a higher order linear differential equation. Now what about the solution? The corresponding to this differential equation, the solution is y is equals to cf plus pi. Here cf, that is a complementary function, and pi, that is a particular integral. Here the cf we are finding corresponding to this left hand side. If we take left hand side is equals to 0, then it is called homogeneous differential equation. If v of x is not equals to 0, if v of x is not equals to 0, then it is called non-homogeneous differential equation. If v of x is 0, then the solution for homogeneous differential equation is simply y is equals to c of, because pi is corresponding to right hand side, and if right hand side is 0, then for homogeneous solution is only y is equals to cf. But in case there exists any function in the right hand side not equals to 0, then corresponding to v of x we have to find pi. Then the solution for this differential equation is cf plus pi. For left hand side cf, for right hand side pi. So complete solution is y is equals to cf plus pi. Now how to find complementary function we are going to discuss in this lecture, and for understand this concept I will take third order general linear differential equation. So see here, complementary function, let us consider the third order linear differential equation, that is d cube y by dx cube plus a1 d square y by dx square plus a2 dy by dx plus a3 into y is equals to 0. Here d by dx, you may write d by dx equals to capital D. Here it is a third derivative, so this equation is a0 cube, a0 d cube plus a1 d square plus a2 d plus a3, or each term contain y, so we can take outside the bracket. For the solution of this differential equation, we want the value of y which satisfying this differential equation. So let us consider y is equals to e raised to the power mx is the solution for this differential equation. If we put y is equals to e raised to the power mx in this equation, then here first contain third derivative of y. If we take the third derivative of y of this term, then we get it is a m cube e raised to the power mx. We are just putting the value of y in this term. We are considering this is a solution. That means this solution is satisfying this differential equation. Now in the second term, a1 as it is, second derivative of y, so it is m square e raised to the power mx. Then next term will be a2 m e raised to the power mx plus a3 e raised to the power mx is equals to 0. Here in this term e raised to the power mx is common. If we take e raised to the power mx outside, then it is a0 m cube plus a1 m square plus a2 m plus a3 is equals to 0. Now see here, any term, any product term is equals to 0, that means at least one of them must be 0, क्योंकि प्रोडक्ट तभी 0 आ सकता है जब आपका एक तो भी टर्म उसमें का 0 है, तो ये प्रोडक्ट का आंसर क्या आएगा 0. Now here e raised to power mx, you can take any value of m. If we take m equals to 0, then e raised to power 0 is 1, or any value. For any value of m, this e raised to power mx is never equals to 0. So this is not possible to take the 0, that means this term must be 0. So here from this term we can write a0 m cube plus a1 m square plus a2 m plus a3 is equals to 0. Now see here, we are considering y is equals to e raised to power mx is the solution for our homogeneous differential equation. Here m is unknown, but we get the cubic equation in the form of m. तो ये always आपको m के फॉर्म में एक इक्वेशन मिलेगा, एंड वी नो दैट वी कैन फाइंड इट्स रूट्स. अगर रूट्स फाइंड आउट करोगे तो यहाँ पे क्यूबिक है तो वी गेट 3 रूट्स, अगर क्वाड्रेटिक है तो वी गेट 2 रूट्स. सिमिलर वे जो भी इक्वेशन है उसके करस्पॉन्डिंग वी गेट डिफरेंट वैल्यूज ऑफ m, और वो m की वैल्यू जैसे यहाँ पे पुट करोगे तो वी गेट सोल्यूशन ऑफ आवर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन. सो हियर वी गेट द 3 रूट्स. अब 3 रूट्स है तो मे बी दे ऑल आर इक्वल एंड रियल, मे बी दे आर डिस्टिंक्ट, or maybe roots in the form of imaginary. So corresponding to these roots we get the 3 different cases for the complementary function. Now we one by one study how to write complementary function for different roots. Again here, to understand the cases of complementary function, here we are considering our differential equation is second order. That means corresponding to m we get 2 roots. Maybe the roots are getting m is equals to m1 and m equals to m2, and we are considering m1 m2 are real and distinct. If the roots are real and distinct, then for real and distinct root our CF is equals to, it is c1 e raised to power m1x plus c2 e raised to power m2x. Now the case number 2 is, suppose we get the roots m is equals to m1 is equals to m2, मतलब corresponding to our quadratic equation we get 2 roots m1 m2 and both are equal, that is m1 m2 are real and equal. In case roots are real and equal, then for this case the CF is c1 e raised to power mx. The first root is obviously we first time write, that means it is a distinct, so c1 e raised to power mx plus of second root. If it for second root is repeated, for that we have to write here x into c2 e raised to power mx. Now if we have given cubic equation, then corresponding to cubic equation we get 3 roots, and in case all the 3 roots are equal, then we have to again multiply by x. So we get x square c3 e raised to power mx. For example, suppose roots are m is equals to m1 is equals to m2 is equals to m3. All 3 roots are real and equal, then CF is c1 e raised to power mx. The first time we are writing the roots, so it is a single times, that means it is a c1 e raised to power mx. Again we have to write for second root. Now second root is similar to first root, so we have to multiply by x c2 e raised to power mx. For third root, again third root is repeated, so again multiply by x, so it is x square c3 e raised to power mx. So for repeated root we just have to multiply by x. If we are not multiply by x, then what happen? We get here, see here, suppose we are write this term similar as case number 1, then we get it is CF is equals to c1 e raised to power mx plus c2 e raised to power mx. Now here e raised to power mx is common, then it is c1 plus c2, and we know that addition of two constant we get new constant, so it is a c1 plus c2 is a new constant, suppose cmx. That means this equation contain only one constant, and we know that if the solution contain one constant, then corresponding differential equation is of order 1. If it is contain 3 constant, then it representing our differential equation is of order 3. That means ये क्या करेगा, इक्वेशन को सेटिस्फाइड कर रहा है. यहाँ पे 3 हमने क्या कंसिडर किया था, क्यूबिक इक्वेशन. दैट मीन्स और डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन ऑर्डर इज 3, सो वी गेट 3 कांस्टेंट. यहाँ पे हमने कंसिडर किया था वी हैव गिवन डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन ऑफ ऑर्डर 2, सो दैट्स व्हाई वी गेट क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन एंड वी गेट 2 रूट्स. बट यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, हम कंसिडर तो क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन कर रहे हैं, दैट इज ऑर्डर 2 वाला डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन, बट कांस्टेंट रिड्यूस होके सिंगल में आ गया, और सिंगल कांस्टेंट के करस्पॉन्डिंग जो डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन रहता है उसका ऑर्डर होता है 1. सो ये केस यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा, फेल. सो इस तरह से अगर हम लिखते हैं तो ये क्या कहलाएगा, रॉन्ग हो जाएगा, क्योंकि डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन को सेटिस्फाइड ही नहीं होगा. सो ऑलवेज फॉर रिपीटेड रूट वी हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई बाय x. नंबर 3 इज, सपोज वी हैव गिवन quadratic equation and roots of this quadratic equation is alpha plus minus I beta. That means roots are imaginary. If the roots are imaginary, then the CF for imaginary roots is e raised to power alpha x. We have to take real part, e raised to power alpha x in bracket c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x. In this way we write for imaginary roots. अब यहाँ पे भी रिपीटेशन का केस आ सकता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल सपोज वी टेक m is equals to alpha plus minus I beta, here it is, and second is alpha plus minus I beta. अगर ये 4 रूट्स है, मतलब हमारे पास में जो डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन है उसका ऑर्डर है 4. तो इस टाइम पे रिपीटेशन के लिए क्या करोगे, इन फर्स्ट के करस्पॉन्डिंग हाउ टू राइट ये हमें नोन है. वी हैव टू राइट फॉर फर्स्ट 2 रूट्स, इट इज e raised to power alpha x in bracket c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x. Now again ये repeated है, तो for repetition we just have to multiply by x, it is e raised to power alpha x, and here c3 cos beta x plus c4 sin बीटा एक्स. तो इमेजिनरी भी है तो भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, रिपीटेशन के लिए हम सेम केस अप्लाई करेंगे जिस तरह से यहाँ पे किया है. नाउ वी डिस्कस द 4th केस. सपोज वी हैव गिवन रूट्स आर डिस्टिंक्ट एंड रियल. दैट केस वी हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड इन केस नंबर 1, बट हियर वी आर कंसिडरिंग द पेयर ऑफ सेट्स. दैट मीन्स if we have get the roots of quadratic equation in the form of alpha plus minus under root of b. CF is e raised to power alpha x, here c1 cos hyperbolic under root of bx plus c2 sin hyperbolic under root of bx. आप इस तरह से भी लिख सकते हो. अदरवाइज हम केस नंबर 1 में देखा था कि if roots are real and distinct, so here m1 की वैल्यू है अल्फ़ा प्लस अंडर रूट ऑफ बी, एंड हियर m2 की वैल्यू है अल्फ़ा माइनस अंडर रूट ऑफ बी. तो इसके करस्पॉन्डिंग रूट्स आर डिस्टिंक्ट, सो यू मे राइट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ c1 e raised to power m1x प्लस c2 e raised to power m2x. हियर m1 m2 की वैल्यू को पुट अप कर दो तो ये भी राइट रहेगा, और यू मे राइट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ दिस वन. ओके, नाउ वी डिस्कस एग्जाम्पल बेस्ड ऑन दिस 4 केसेस. First example is solve this homogeneous differential equation dq minus d square minus 12d into y equals to 0. And to solve this differential equation we have to put y is equals to e raised to power mx. और जैसे ही हम y equals to e raised to power mx put कर देंगे तो we get cubic equation in the form of m, that m cube minus m square minus 12m equals to 0. If we find the roots of this cubic equation, so here m is common, m square minus m minus 12 equals to 0. So here m square minus 4m plus m plus 3m minus 12 is equals to 0. Now here factorize this term, so it is a m minus 4 m plus 3 equals to 0. So therefore roots of this equations are 0, 4, minus 3. अगर तीनों रूट्स को ऑब्जर्व करोगे तो ऑल 3 रूट्स आर रियल एंड डिस्टिंक्ट, and for real and distinct root, our CF is C1 e raised to the power first root, C2 e raised to the power of second root plus C3 e raised to the power third root. Put the value of this root, then CF is C1 e raised to the power 0x, first root is 0, so it is 1, plus C2 e raised to the power 4x plus C3 e raised to the power minus 3x. This is the CF, and we want the solution of differential equation. So we know that for homogeneous differential equation, complete solution is simply y is equals to CF. Here put the value of CF, then solution is y equals to C1 plus C2 e raised to the power 4x plus C3 e raised to the power minus 3x. This is our final solution. Now we see the next example. In the second example, again we have to put y equals to e raised to the power mx, then we get this quadratic equation, and the roots of this quadratic equation are, minus 1, minus 1. That means real and equal roots. If the roots are repeated, then just for repetition we have to multiply by x. So CF is C1 e raised to the power m1x plus C2 e raised to the power m2x, but m2 is repeated, so we have to multiply by x. Put the value of roots, so it is CF. So therefore complete solution is y is equals to C1 e raised to the power minus x plus C2 into x e raised to the power minus x. This is the complete solution of our given homogeneous differential equation. Now we see the third important example. Here the differential equation is d square plus 1 whole square y equals to 0. Now see here, if we expand this bracket, then we get d raised to the power 4. That means here we have given fourth order differential equation. So here for solution, if we put y equals to e raised to the power mx, then we get m square plus 1 whole raised to the power 2 is equals to 0. Equate each factor equals to 0, then we get m square plus 1 equals to 0, and second m square plus 1 equals to 0. So therefore m square equals to minus 1, and here also m square equals to minus 1. But we know that minus 1 is nothing but I square. That means roots are m equals to plus minus I, and here m equals to plus minus I. Here we get 4 roots, and all 4 roots are imaginary. And we know that how to write CF for imaginary roots. If we have get roots in the form of alpha plus minus I beta, then our case third says that for CF e raised to the power alpha x in brackets C1 cos beta x plus C2 sin beta x. If we compare this term, then here alpha is equals to 0 and beta equals to 1. For both the term alpha is 0 and beta is 1. So therefore the CF for this term is CF is equals to e raised to the power 0x C1 cos x plus C2 sin x. But the second roots is repeated, so just we have to multiply by x. So x, and for this root e raised to the power 0x C3 cos x plus C4 sin x. So therefore complete solution of our homogeneous differential equation is y equals to CF. Now put the value of CF. Here e raised to the power 0 is 1. So therefore complete solution is this one. In this way we can find the complementary function for homogeneous differential equation.
Thank you. Like, share and subscribe.